Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. It's your boy Rudy here. I'm gonna invite my brother Bart real quick so he can jump on here with me. Um, I am on sending you an invitation right now. Share broadcast. Boom. Okay. Hey, my brother, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? I just sent you a text. I also sent you a notification. Let me know if you got it. Get the invite. Jump on. Jump on. Let's tell somebody what's going on today, man. Okay. Let's see. We tested this yesterday. It was good. Okay. Awesome. Perfect.
Hey, boom, Rudy. We did
Bro,
it, my man. We did it, my brother. We
I
did
know, I
it.
know. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, man, it's a great chilly day here in St. Louis. Not going to get above freezing. I'm having the best time.
I know. It's been freezing here all morning as well, and I've been thinking like, oh my God, it's freezing. I had to go out, do a few things, came back home, do
Right.
some groceries. But it is what it is, man. We're here, we're getting it done. Hey, Peggy, thanks for jumping on. We have Eric Kasongo. Hey, Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a watch party. Keep talking, my brother. I'm doing a watch party
Yeah.
here.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, there was something I was looking at. I was looking at something
Hmm.
earlier today. I was looking at influence that influence people, that
Hmm.
influence some of us to become an
Right.
entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we look at you look at entrepreneur to be
Hmm.
an accomplishment, right?
Right.
So many
Hmm.
people look at entrepreneur to be an accomplishment, but what do you think? What do you think of entrepreneurship? You and I have been on this journey for, you've been for so long, and
Right.
what will you think about entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell this person?
First of all, to me, entrepreneurship is a mindset. It's not something that you attain like a degree or something you can study entrepreneurial
Right,
ways of but it's a way of thinking, and it's a modality of thinking that you use in your everyday life.
right,
Someone who is very successful, and I'm going to use Peggy as an example, incredibly successful in her corporate world, but she approaches everything from an entrepreneurial mindset.
correct,
So it's that what if mindset rather
right.
than we've always done this, we've always done it this way, we stay in this little narrow lane. That's not entrepreneurial thinking. Entrepreneurial thinking happens when you go and get the what if and bring the what if in.
Absolutely, man. You said something about entrepreneurship, and I'm
Mhm.
looking at entrepreneurship is actually a journey, degree, not an accomplishment.
Exactly, exactly.
It's a journey because there
Mhm.
is no point in life where you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm an entrepreneur now. That's
Right.
it. I'm done.
That's right. That's right. It's over.
It's over, right? I got the entrepreneur hat. That's it. Nothing else to do. But what we really want to look, because being an entrepreneur, it's one of the most critical aspects. Like most on in our time right now. I mean,
Absolutely.
in the 21st century, there are tons, I mean, millions of opportunities out there
Hmm.
where for millions of entrepreneur opportunities. But the thing is, it actually boils down to how you want to get it, how you want to get that complete, you know,
Absolutely.
because too many people, so many times we're exposed to opportunities, we're
Mhm.
exposed to entrepreneur opportunities, we're
Right.
exposed to many things that we want to do, we're
Hmm.
exposed to different, different things. But at the end of the
Exactly
day, it
right.
boils down to, are you taking action
Hmm.
towards being an entrepreneur? Because it doesn't have a qualification. It's
Right.
anyone can be an entrepreneur. Anyone
Right.
anyone can start an entrepreneurial journey. But
Hmm.
what differentiates, or what kind of differentiates people, or
Hmm.
you want to look at an entrepreneur and a
Hmm.
high achiever.
Exactly.
because being a high achiever is totally different. Hey, Leonard, thanks for jumping on. Franca, thanks for jumping on as well.
I've got Michael Jacinto over here. Hey, Michael, thanks for jumping
Michael.
on.
Awesome.
But you hit on something. You were talking about that because that's so purposeful and so poignant what you just said. Think about the top athletes and the top performers in the world.
Right.
Eli Manning, Michael Phelps, Adele, any of those, they approach what they do with that entrepreneurial mindset. Right. Yes, and they do it from the standpoint of, I got to have a coach, I got to have a mentor, I got to have someone here who is at my side that holds me accountable.
Absolutely.
A true entrepreneur embraces all of that. Right. A true entrepreneur is not Cuba Gooding Jr. saying, show me the money. That's not a true entrepreneur. Entrepreneur realizes they've got to surround themselves with people that keep them intact and keep them on that journey, as you mentioned.
Right. I'm looking at somebody who is who has a corporate job. It's fine. Mm-hmm. But people might be skeptical. What do I want to look for me to be able to know if I want to be an entrepreneur? Right. So I made a small list of items because this is so critical. I made a small list of items for somebody who say, you know what, I'm not sure if I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm not sure if this is for me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to be an entrepreneur. Hey Helen, thanks for jumping on.
Hey Helen. Hey Nancy, thank you for jumping on too.
Yeah. So I made a list of items. So one of the things is family. How important is this to you? How important is this? The first one is family. Go for it, brother.
I love the fact that you brought that up first. Right. Because family, by the traditional definition, I don't have anymore. My parents are gone. I was never close to cousins. I mean, when it comes like to holidays and stuff, family is not there in the traditional sense.
Right.
But what's more powerful for me is the family that's been is the family that's been created through ibüümerang.
Absolutely.
I mean, you are my brother. Absolutely. I mean, there's no question about that. You are my brother. Ellen Smith. Okay, she's my sister, my cousin, she's someone here in the family dynamics. Peggy, the same way, Kelly, all of them, it's that family. So you look at family by two definitions. One, the family by blood, and the family you choose.
Absolutely.
And an entrepreneur recognizes you've got both of those, and you work with both of those, and you need both of those.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, because I mean, it's where you find growth.
Exactly. I love that.
It's not about what happened. It's not about how many kids your mom gave birth to. It's not about who your dad is. It's where you find an opportunity, where you're comfortable to live your best version of yourself.
Absolutely. Hey to Rick and to Ryan, that's exactly right. The best version of yourself. If you're not being the best version of yourself, then who are you being? And family is going to help you maintain that best version of yourself.
Right. And again, one of the aspects I want to just cover here, when it comes to family, somebody might be thinking, am I qualified to be an entrepreneur? So you want to look at how important is it for you to raise your family? How important is it for you to step up in the game? I have a small story that I heard, and it said,
go for it.
When you're 70 years old or 85, whatever age it is, you're sitting out there in the lawn with your granddaughter in your lap, and she's gonna say, "Hey, granddaddy, how did all of this happen?" So you're either gonna say one of two things. You're gonna say, "I went for it, and we created all this wealth for ourselves."
Right.
Or you're gonna say, "I'm sorry, baby. I saw something, didn't take action. That's why we're living in scarcity. That's why we're living our lives in poverty. That's why we can barely accomplish. We can't really send you to school, to the best schools in town or whatever." But that's where you really want to look at how important is it for somebody to say, I want to step up my game. I want to step up to feel the breeze of being an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. Shout out to Cynthia for joining us. You know, that's so true. I love that. I love that story you told, because what you didn't say there, and it would, to me, it would, you know, totally wipe out a definition of entrepreneur. What you didn't say there is that, well, granddaughter, I inherited this.
Exactly.
Everything that person saw, everything granddad was talking about was something based on a decision he made.
Correct. Absolutely.
Either he built it, or he was at the right place at the right time with the right people and made the wrong decision.
Absolutely. I love
one of the two. Because you've got to take that ownership.
Right.
Something, congratulations, but that doesn't make you an entrepreneur.
It doesn't. Not at all. Not at all. You know, the second item I'm looking at here is home environment. Home environment. Like, how is it boils down to environment, like, right?
Right.
It boils down to having the quality of people that you want to have around you.
Right.
What kind of people do you want to have around you? You want to have people that you have the same mindset with. You want to have people who are talking you down to your ambitions, people who are talking you down, people who tell you about all the impossibilities for your life, people who tell you how bad you are, who tell you all the negative things about you, or people who uplift you and give you the best version of yourself.
Absolutely. You know, I subscribe to what Jim Rohn says, that you are the average of the 5 people you must associate with.
Correct.
And you have to kind of break that into 2 parts. One, your home life, and one, your outside business life. But it really isn't. It's all pulled together. Hey, Therese.
Hey, Therese.
And, you know, what you were just talking about there are going to be people in your life who are going to judge you, to second guess you down.
Right.
That's not a reflection of who you are. That's their insecurities coming out, is what that is.
Absolutely.
And so, though you can't tell a family member get out on the street, very easily, what you can do is you can give someone who does empower you, who understands you, more attention.
Absolutely.
And listen heavier and closer to that than what you do with the naysayers that are out there.
That's totally right. That's totally right. You spoke about naysayers. You spoke about people. There are a lot of time people are gonna tell us no.
Right.
One of the things that I read this morning about 2 essential lessons of not making money, but making more money. Because one of the things is actually, they said, find something scary to do.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, a shout out to Jennifer Corser, coming to us from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Oh my God. Hey, Jennifer.
Oh, okay. Talk to me, brother, about find something scary to do.
Find something scary to do, man. So many times we want to be comfortable.
Right.
We want to do what everybody does. We want to do what everybody accepts us to do. Being scary means you go out there. One of the things that I learned when I was a kid, when I was growing up, my mom always asked me, my dad wasn't present at the time, and he wasn't providing us, food or whatever, school fees and everything. So my mom is an entrepreneur. My mom will make cooked food, and then we'll have to go out and sell this food to people. Maybe we didn't have a station, like a station restaurant. We go out there and sell to people out there, door to door, give them food, whatever it is.
Right.
That was one of the scariest moments of my life. I always cried carrying this food, walking the streets, giving it out to people, and receiving their money and stuff. I would put that money, accumulate that to pay my tuition.
Right.
But what happened? What gave me? What has actually built me? That skill has built me is to understand that that's a very scary act to do.
It is.
It's a scary act to do, and what that has taught me is, you want to make sure you look at what is the scariest aspect? What's the scariest thing to do within your industry, within your job, whatever it is, within your environment? What's the scariest thing to do that no one will want to do it?
Right.
Go out there and do it.
Exactly. You just given a great analogy there of what it takes to get out of your comfort zone. And also to ask, what if? Not only what if by doing it, but what if I don't do it?
Right.
And look at both of those. But you're right. Do something scary. Do something you're not comfortable with, because that gets you out of your comfort zone. and get you on to the next level. Absolutely.
I mean, it definitely gets you onto the next level because guess what? So many people don't want to get it done. So many people don't want to do it.
Right.
People will think about it, but as soon as it comes to their mind, the fear of rejection, the fear of adversary, the fear of people telling them no just jumps into their mind as well. And they say, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. You know, and as soon as you say, oh my God, I'm not going to do that, you remain stuck wherever you are. Nothing has changed, and nothing is going to change until you step up to you move out of that comfort zone. The second aspect that I have here is say training is always worth the price.
Yes, absolutely. Hey to Fred and John that joined us as well. You know, when you said training is always worth the price, what the visualization always comes to my mind is, how does a bodybuilder gain strength? It's through resistance. It's through that resistance that they gain strength. The same thing is true in life.
Right.
The training not only is a physical training, it's emotional training, it's mental training, it's spiritual training. It's putting it all together to get it right there in place. Because what do you have to have with all those things? You have to have alignment.
Absolutely.
So if one is one's ahead of the other, things are going to go kind of sideways for you.
Right.
You bring it back into alignment, and you keep going straight with it.
Wow, man! The way you brought that home is amazing. I'm looking at training. Because we've been. I mean, an entrepreneur is somebody that never stops learning.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
You never. I mean, I can't imagine how many books you must have read. I have a library with a ton of books out there.
That's right.
It's not about accumulation of knowledge, but it's all about getting different strategies on how to approach the same problem.
Absolutely right.
Because we as entrepreneurs, we are always on the rise. We're always on the journey. We're always seeking for more information, seeking for more knowledge, looking for more strategies on how to complete each and every task or each and every objection that we have going on. You know, I'm looking at training. I'm looking at somebody. I'm looking at mentorship. I'm looking at coaching, because we being entrepreneurs, it could be a lonely journey. It could be an environment where you're growing up and nobody feels the same vibration. Nobody feels that energy that you have, and sometimes it discourages people and they want to quit because they're not because they haven't found an environment of people who share the same goals, who share similar entrepreneurial concerns.
Absolutely. And I want to add one more thing to that beside the mentorship, and that's modeling.
Right.
I mean, you may not right now have a mentor. You may not have an accountability partner, but there's people out there you look up to that you can model. Perfect example, Mr. Holtenbugs. We did a training a couple of weeks ago, and I wrote on the flip chart, WWHBD, which means what would Holtenbugs do? You know, ask yourself that. You know, when you get into a situation, what would someone like a Holtenbugs do? That's modeling. That's how you begin to think like an entrepreneur. You put that into place. Not to be just HB. There's a ton of people out there that you can, you know, go out on YouTube and listen to and become a student of what their teachings are. Absolutely.
Right. I just stole that one from you. WWHBD.
That's right. What would Holtenbugs do?
What would Holtenbugs do? I mean, it boils down to exactly. Yeah. It boils down to modeling, because you want to look that we all have somebody that we admire. We all have somebody that we look up to. But at the end of the day, you really want to look at that person's life. How important? You want to look at the things that are important to you, right? You want to look at integrity. You want to look at passion. You want to look at people who keep their words. If that's somebody that aligns with you, you know, with your goal or whatever it is, and you feel comfortable modeling that person, guess what? Trying to look at your life, every action you want to take. What person do if they were the ones taking this action, or if they were the ones presented with this information, or if they were the ones presented with this opportunity, what would they do?
Absolutely. And that's how, and so what happens then is a whole lot like what happened for us this past Saturday. That we model after it, and guess what? When the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Absolutely. I know we were ready. Guess what? a month or 2 weeks ago, we didn't even know Mr. Hortonbox was going to
No.
be in New Jersey because
No.
we had other plans.
Exactly.
We had
Exactly.
other plans. But
And
he
this is
just
what, the
jumped
5th
on.
time we've been with them or something like that now?
Exactly. Exactly. That's awesome, man. You know, for somebody who might be watching this, entrepreneur, maybe somebody who just having a job or might be thinking about entrepreneur opportunities, and the person's gonna be like, oh my God, but these guys are, you know, what they're saying is really true, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm not sure what opportunities are there outside of my comfort zone, or what am I gonna do? Or
Right.
maybe I don't even have a coach. Maybe I don't even know anything about coaching or mentoring. So
Right.
what would you say to this person, bro?
I would say this person, I mean, one of the first things to do, if you have not gone out and watched The Secret, go watch The Secret.
Right.
That's because what that talks about is the law of attraction. And the bottom line is thoughts are things. What you
Right.
think about, you become.
Absolutely.
If you're a person that goes out and does a lot of trash talking and gossiping and likes to stir up drama, guess what? That's what you're attracting into your life.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the first thing to do. But then when you're out there, you'll start to see other things. And if you go to YouTube, that's the best place to go, I would think, because you start to see other things similar. Start to feed your mind with positive messages.
Right.
Start to do affirmations. Start to do meditation. All of that makes a huge difference in your life.
Absolutely. Hey, man, for somebody who say, you know what, I love it. I've been an entrepreneur, what are the guys promoting? You know, is there any opportunity for me out there?
Right.
What would you say to this person about ibüümerang?
Listen, ibüümerang is just different. We had this discussion yesterday. People will say, oh, it's an MLM, it's a pyramid.
Right.
Wrong. It's just different. Miss Ellen Smith is a perfect example of someone that she coaches down who's actually producing more money than she is right now.
Exactly.
Because that's the vision of what we do here. It's about what you create, and each month is different on what you create. So if you want to learn more about it, just type in my comments, Rudy's comments, anyone that's done it. Hey, Chet, hey, Tony, anyone that's on the line, just say, tell me more, and we'll send you information. If you want to check out this piece of technology we have called, just type in me, M-E, and I'll tell you what, get ready for a new vibe coming to town. Because, baby, it is starting. They released the logo yesterday. It's coming to, it's starting in Florida, first weekend in December, a thing called Vibe Ride. When you look at that, look at it not as a new way for, as one more piece to this incredible new aura of things that we're offering here.
Absolutely, man. You know, for Vibe Ride, I just saw the logo yesterday was released. We had 400 likes in less than 30 minutes.
I know.
Oh
Can you believe that?
I mean, less than 30 minutes, we had 400. That's the energy, that's the wave, that's the momentum going out there, because people are excited.
Right.
People are excited, and the opportunity is now. Like right now, this is an opportunity.
Right.
This is one of a lifetime opportunity of being an entrepreneur. Because
absolutely,
you are almost not gonna ever succeed in anything outside of this.
And ask yourself, were you at the beginning of Uber? Were you at the beginning of Amazon? You may have heard about it, but were you at the beginning? Did you say, oh, they'll never work? Look where they are today. Guess what? This is at the beginning. We're still in that very base beginning stage. We haven't even started to make that curve up yet. We're still right here. So now is the time.
Absolutely. If for somebody, you want to go back to the story of the granddaughter.
Right.
You want to look, what decision did you make? Because at the end of the day, whatever decision you make today, you're going to tell that story to your granddaughter.
Wow, that's awesome, Rudy. Yeah, that's true. You are. You're going to tell that story to your granddaughter.
Right.
Right.
All right, my brother. I can't wait for us to hang out tomorrow. And I know we're going to chat again today because we've made all the slides and
That is awesome, my brother.
I'm just fired up on the things that we're going to be accomplishing in the next few days, man.
Absolutely. I'm fired up. Sleep is secondary. We're on a roll right now.
We're on a roll. All right, but I'll see you soon, man.
Boom, brother, boom.